So I thought I'd do a video and try and explain to people why the Tempest damage is so high. There's a lot of people out there that are outright just asking for Coral Shank nerfs, but in fact it's not the Coral Shank that's the issue. It's the look leeward that is the issue. So long and the short is, if we have a look at our skills, when we scroll down to our crosswinds and we look at our crosswind skill here, we have crossfire. Now it says crosswinds now dashes forward, firing 3 blades at nearby enemies, each dealing 27,000 damage. The dash distance and the amount of wind blades is increased by your movement speed. So for every 10% movement speed, you get an additional blade and you travel further, basically, to a maximum of 5 blades. So you're getting 5 times 27,000 damage that shoot out and randomly hit people that are in range of the attack, which really isn't that strong in relativity. But when we have a look at the Squall Essence, which we have Biting Winds, so when we have the Biting Winds attached as a buff, basically Squall now empowers you and your Zephyrs for 5 seconds, causing your dash skills to deal an additional 51,710 damage and shatter enemies' armor by 5%, stacking up to 30. So basically, if you're hitting a target using a dash skill, it's adding 51,700 flat damage to that skill, which is more than 2 times the damage that the Crosswinds has from the Coral Shank. On top of that, which it's also shattering their armor, which there's a lot of sources of shatter in the game as it is, so that's not that groundbreaking. But just the fact that this is a buff that's doubling the damage that I'm doing with all 5 of my blades. It's getting applied to each blade, not individually to the first blade, but all 5 blades. So I'll do a little bit of a dummy test. I'll take out all my gems. I'll dash backwards and forwards and hit everything on the dummy twice. I'll do 1 test with Squall and 1 test without Squall. I'll have Roiling Surf up on both, so I'm getting the maximum amount of blades, so you'll be able to see the damage numbers. Alright, so we're at the dummies and I'm about to do the first test with the Roiling Surf and just Crosswinds. I'll slow the video down so you can see the damage numbers individually. So it's the first one. I'll do a double dash. Okay, now here's the double dash with the Crosswinds and the Squall and Roiling Surf. So yeah, as you can see, the damage numbers are way higher with the Squall up. So pretty much like the Squall is doubling the damage for the for the Coral Shank. Not really sure how they balance this or fix this, or change Tempest going forward, but it's definitely needs a little bit of a balance tweak. It does way too much damage at the moment, but yeah, definitely something. Just make sure that they are balancing the right pieces of essences and not the wrong ones, and not just like nerfing Coral Shank into the ground when Coral Shank's clearly not the problem at this point. Anyway, thanks for watching.